We got Mr. Andre Cruz here with the Prison Fire Department. I'm the instructor, Anthony Clark Knight with the First Responder Association Club. Sometimes it's that club, they call it whatever they want to call it. I'm the instructor here, and also I instruct other classes in different areas. We're in the testing mode here. Mr. Andre Cruz here is going to walk me through to see how well he do instead of me testing him. This is going to be amusing. And take your time, and if you don't know something, stop and think what you want me to do. Okay, I'm walking up to the patient. We start now. What did I do here, sir?
Make sure your scene's safe.
My scene's safe. I don't see nothing around, no electrical, nothing. What do I do now?
Right now, you're going to check and see if they're breathing, or sorry, make sure, see if they're awake. Just tap them on the shoulder.
I got no response.
Go ahead and call 911.
You call 911, and what else?
You're going to be checking to see if the airway is open, see if that chest is breathing like up and down. You're going to also be seeing if you can hear anything, and also check for a pulse.
Okay, now what I do?
Pulse or no pulse, boss?
I got no pulse.
You're going to start your 30 to 2 compressions.
Okay, I'm going to do a quick 30. Hold on, let's see, is this one clicking? Okay, this handicap. Yeah, I hear that one. 28, 29, 30. After that 30 compressions, what I do?
You're going to stop. You're going to get the head tilt in at the air. And you give it 2 rescue breaths.
Okay, so in other words, I'm using the ambu bag instead of me doing it mouth to mouth without the bag, or it's rescue breathing without the bag. That's correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, now what are you gonna advise? That's all right now. I got a man just jumped in here and did 2 man. He just jumped the whole procedure. That's fine. You're gonna finish now. You jumped it. Finish up now. What is this 2 man doing?
So now you're going to be doing the 2 rescue breaths.
And how many compressions I supposed to do?
You're going to be doing 15.
That's what I wanted to hear. He's good on it. So you're good on the 30 to 2 then? What is 30 to 2? Is that a 1 or 2?
That's a 1.
There you go. And the 2 man is a what?
15 and 2.
Well, you just answered that. How many cycles I supposed to do?
Until you throw the AED on, it's going to be 3 cycles.
Okay, that's correct. The reason why we're doing it this way, because these are EMS personnel in the field. We don't have time to sit there and teach this class by the book, because most of the time our people either shot up Jackson, smash in the head with a pipe, run over by a car. You have to do the what you call the shortcut to get them in an ambulance and get them out. This firefighter just on my left just did the expedient thing, because we're doing trauma here. We're not sitting around here playing around trying to figure out this person could suffer from gunshot wounds and stuff. Well, if he's suffering from gunshot wounds, what am I supposed to do?
Focus on what's bleeding, clogging it up.
That's right. Okay, now since I feel he's comfortable with the 1 person CPR, okay, and he kind of jumped in on the 2 by accident. And that was good anyway, because you offset him. I like that. You never know when the situation going to change. Okay, now I want to say something, and then you're going to tell me what to do, because this scenario didn't go over. If I got a pulse and he's not breathing, what I do?
He's got a pulse and he's not breathing.
What do I do?
What you're going to do is you're going to look and see if the airway is clogged, if there's anything in there that you can do with a finger sweep method.
Okay. But he's not breathing, what do I do?
You're going to be doing the Heimlich.
He's not breathing, what do I do?
Not breathing. If he's not doing it, you're going to be doing the compression.
We didn't cover this. No, we didn't cover this. Now I'm going to help you. If you're not breathing, you do mouth to mouth.
Mouth to mouth.
Because rescue breathing. Well, I call it mouth to mouth. I'm 62 years old. We did mouth to mouth. We usually take our hand and stick it behind the neck. We don't do that no more, because you have damage to the neck. Remember, if he's not breathing, you got to correct the breathing. But I did like how you came in to check the airway. There's no obstruction in the airway, and then you go to what? The breathing.
Yeah, the breathing.
Right. So if I do my airway, I do the pinch nose method. This is what we used to do the old way, but you don't do that. You do the chin lift. Nothing's going in. Now what I do?
Nothing's going in?
No. You mentioned it before.
The finger sweep method.
There you go. There's something's blocking the airway. That's right. So you go in there and look. I'm pushing his brain to make it work. And then you go in there and sweep it out if you can. If the patient, because he works on the fire truck, I have to do that. If the patient wake up, should you put your finger in his mouth?
No.
No, that ain't cool. Okay. All right. I'm comfortable with that. Okay, now I'm coming up and working on a child. Say I got a child here. I'm cupping on the child. What do I do?
You're still gonna tap them on the shoulder, see if they're all right.
Okay. We
Or
use it.
baby.
That's an infant there, but we can use
you
this.
said
A child. Yeah, you sorry. You all right. Child. Okay, I got no response.
So no response. Call 911.
Okay. And I tell him, get the what?
The AED.
I always get something. Get the AED, even though you don't need a doggone thing. Just get it. Okay. He got the AED sitting down here. I come down here. I notice the child. How many compressions you give a child?
Same thing, 32.
Okay, if we're working with 2 people, how many compressions?
You're doing 15 too.
Okay. Do I have the correct hand placement?
No, you're gonna be between the breast.
Right. Do you remember what this is called?
The xiphoid.
Okay. I heard people call it the sternum after class. That's okay. The xiphoid. Okay. All right. What else? Let me see where we're gonna go here with this child. The child, same thing. If you have no breathing, but you have a heart rate, but no breathing, what do?
So same thing, checking the airway, see if there's any obstructing it. If you're not, you're gonna be doing the rescue breath.
And you always re-extend what? When you try to do rescue breathing, and if nothing goes in, you already extend and check for obstruction. We went through that already. Okay, and he went through the 2-person CPR on the child. How many compressions?
32.
I'm asking him.
Child, 1 person or 2 person?
2.
2? You're doing 13 and 2. Or 15 2.
It's 15 to 2.
Yeah, 15 2.
You made a number of them. Remember Sesame Street? Do you remember that? The numbers used to call. I'm old. I'm sorry.
He's older than me.
Oh, he is? Okay. All right. I'm coming up. Now you come with the AD. Get on my left, please. Yeah. All right. I'm coming up. I'm doing my compressions. I'm on 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm coming on my last cycle. What you going to do?
He's going to pop over there and do the 2 rescue breaths.
Right, he got a good point. Got a good point. What number you on? Get the 30 yet?
30.
All right, nah, come in.
I go back to my compressions.
No.
Oh God, this ain't working. This is my 4th compression, and this guy ain't working. So he's gonna go ahead and use the AED. Now remember, this is EMS. Now we out in the field. He didn't cut it on, but we don't go in format on EMS. Long as he get the pads on.
Just ain't clear, boss.
Okay, I was waiting for you. I didn't hear you the first time. Now the training AED went ahead of time because he put it in first. But the training AED don't go ahead of time, and I want to show you what I mean in a minute when it's finished. Now shut it off. Pull release it. Now just cut it on. Don't do nothing.
This is a training device.
That's a training device. This is for non-emergency service and emergency service. This train on both sides. So if you use it in a civilian world, you're supposed to listen to the prompts and put them on that way. In the field, sometimes the firefighters, paramedics, they've been doing it so long, they're gonna go ahead and put the pads on already, so they know where to go. It's critical in EMS. We don't have time to be sitting like the civilian trying to figure this patient out. Either they dead or dying, one or the other. You know, so it's going to be a little different because even when I teach, I have to back up and remember I'm teaching the general public and not emergency service. So, and I had that problem today and I had to back up how many times? Yeah. All right, now we going with the, did we do the child? Nope. No, we didn't do the child. No, we did the child with CPR, we didn't do the infant. Okay, the infant. Okay, this is on you. I'm walking up.
No help.
No help. I'm walking up. I see the infant. What I got?
You make sure you're scene safe.
I don't see no wires. Where I go from here?
You're going to have him call 911, grab the AED.
How you know you got somebody with you? What if you by yourself?
Oh, if you're by yourself, you're going to be calling 911 by yourself.
Okay, so you called 911 before you even what? Or after? That's a good question.
You're probably going to do it before, just so you have help on the way.
You could do it either way in EMS. I've seen some paramedics or EMTs or even first responders administer I think EMS guidelines, if I'm correct, ministers aid and then call to get some kind of oxygen into the infant before and then call. Because by you calling 911, you know how slow it is. So I recommend you call 911, put it on speakerphone. You do what? Start working on the infant. That's my recommendation. And you could talk in between doing the what? The compressions, and then they know that way. That's high speed. Low drag is just teaching, you do it by the book. Okay. You do by the civilians, they whatever they get because they follow the systematic act.
This is what the civilians will do anyway. You are not walk up. You're walking up, you're gonna have people with you, you know, you're not gonna be by yourself. So you might walk up by yourself, make sure to say, like say, see if, you know, take the alert, take a post, nothing, get 911, call them, speakerphone, go to the motion. So, you deaf, nothing, airway, nothing, start to compression. And once you're 30, by yourself, 30, by yourself, rescue breath, check, pulse again, airway, you know, another 30, 2 rescue breath, pulse, airway. Just do that for 3 rounds, then you get your AED by yourself. So, it's gonna be tough. You might panic.
Will you check the pulse on an infant?
Um,
I'm asking him.
there's multiple places.
Where do we teach you check the pulse? And what do they call that? Help me out.
Carotid artery?
Yeah, that's good enough. Carotid pulse. Yeah. Some guy said carotid artery. Some guy called carotid artery, but it's no. Carotid pulse. So, in other words, yeah, it's called a carotid pulse. Now, hypothetical, where's the pedis pulse located? You didn't tell them that. Pedis. Not penis, excuse my language. Pedis, because I heard that in the class
pulse
too.
at?
Yeah, where's it at?
Should be.
Very good. Down a little lower, but very good. I give you credit. Name another pulse for him since we had it. Will you check the third pulse? Carotid? Where's the fourth pulse? Say none of you don't get nowhere else. There you go. What's that called? Start with an R?
The remedial pulse?
No, radiator pulse. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Then after that, if the baby really all ate up, excuse my language, and got in a bad accident and not surviving, and you have to do some other means to check the pulse, just use your stethoscope and go straight to the heart. Sometimes that's the best way. The stethoscope, the pulse could be so low, it will not register on the articles. We have had people like that. So low. I used to be an EMT, it expired. So that's critical. So, I'm still refreshing myself to renew my stuff. So that's where we at. So basically, we went over everything. You did a very excellent job from 1 to 10. I give you about an 8.5, maybe pushing a 9. You were struggling on some of the issues, but I can understand why you did that. So now you got to take the written portion. That's it. Thank you very much for your time for recording this in the First Responder Association for the City of Pritchett Fire Department. This individual did a great job. Y'all have a nice day.